We have another breaking update coming in. As far as Donald Trump is concerned, he's not too happy with the NATO allies, is what we are learning. Donald Trump is considering withdrawing some American troops from Europe, frustrated by the NATO allies' response to Iran conflict and stalled ambition over Greenland. According to the senior White House official, in fact, he has said that Trump is upset with the NATO allies, their failure to help secure the Strait of Hormuz, and angry that his plans to acquire Greenland have not been moved forward. So that remains one of the friction point as far as Donald Trump and the NATO allies are concerned. Let me once again bring in my colleague Mayank for more perspective on this, because Mayank, if I remember correctly, in the second week of the war, it was the first time Donald Trump requested NATO allies to help him reopen the Strait of Hormuz. They clearly said no, saying that this was not their war to fight. After that, he said that he does not need the NATO allies anymore. And now in that backdrop, clearly very frustrated, he's considering withdrawing some American troops from Europe. How would that affect this crucial alliance?
There are 2 points which I need to bring out in front of the viewers. Is that first point, when you talk of Greenland, let me bring out certain reports which had come out that Greenland was preparing to take on the US, even if they had a smaller military and which was not technically. So it's a huge message, the kind of unpalatable statements which had come from the US side. Second point I need to bring out is there is something called reorganization. Let's say the kind of battering which has taken place in the Middle East state, and as far as the bases of US, they had been hit by Iran. So there are also at times lots of movements which have been taking place and which might take place in future also, because forces from the Korea side and Asian region, there were lots of forces which were moved around that region so as to carry out the Operation Epic Fury. So that could be the other reason. And as far as third point, NATO, yes, lots of statements were made and none of the people they came out directly supporting them. Yes, they have been sending certain weaponry and equipments. And as far as I remember, officially it was made, certain statements were made by Italy to send the air defense weapons or air defense equipments, which were gaining significance because of the missiles which were being fired by Iran. And NATO allies, whether I mean, specifically when you talk of the countries that side, France, Germany, even UK, Keir Starmer, they had been making statements that it is not a war which they were supposed to fight, but indirectly they had been helping. There are lots of reports on that. So US will have to make a rearrangement or sort of a reorganization of the things, seeing the kind of behavior and the kind of things which have taken place after the launch of the Operation Epic Fury.
Absolutely, because time and again, Donald Trump has sought help from the NATO allies. As far as this particular war is concerned, seeking their help to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, but they have made it clear that this is not their war to fight. UK Prime Minister also, he said that he would be helping, but by then, Donald Trump had said that he had already won the war and he does not need the help from the United Kingdom. So it remains to be seen how the NATO allies react to what US President Donald Trump actually wants to do as far as the alliance is concerned. Stay on with us.